what should the economies of the future look like? We're really eager to discuss this topic with Professor Robert Skidelsky now. He's here. He's a professor for political economy at the University of Warwick. Professor Skidelsky, in your academic career, you dealt intensively with the work of John Maynard Keynes. What do you think are the greatest learnings we should take from this great economist to improve today's economies?
Well, he had many things to tell us, I think. One of them was how not to get into slumps, and if you are in them, how to recover from them as quickly as possible. He also had a lot to say about long-term prospects of our civilization. And he also had a lot to say about how to do economics properly. Well, that's 3 to start with.
Okay, great. You also criticized the role of the modern financial system in a way. As we talk about growth these days here at the Symposium, do you think growth nowadays is actually kind of fictitious because it mainly takes place in this financial system which has become a system on its own, basically?
Yes, I think the financial system is a money churning system. It doesn't, I think a lot of it doesn't do what a financial system should do, which is to transmit savings into productive investment. It just makes a lot of money for the people in the financial system. A lot of it is a form of rent. And I think people have recognized this, very eminent people have recognized this, and have been arguing for very strong reform and regulation to sort of really turn the financial system back into what it should be, which is a form of intermediation and not a form of rent collection for itself.
One more question about growth. We write the year 2016 where growth rates are actually pretty low throughout Europe and the whole Western world, whereas the developing world growth rates are actually a lot higher. Do you think it's kind of selfish to start the discussion about the obsolescence of growth as an economic factor right now?
Well, yeah, timing is important. Mind you, it's absolutely natural that growth rates should be higher in the developing world because they've got a lot of catching up to do, and they will slow down everywhere. I don't think we should regard growth rates of 1 or 2% if they become normal as being a huge problem, or even zero growth rates eventually. After all, you can't go on growing forever. I mean, what is this growth forever idea? Growth for what? You have to ask that question. And what sort of growth? Of course, you can grow in many ways other than in financial or monetary terms. You can grow in wisdom. You can grow in sporting achievement. I mean, there are lots of things you can grow in, but we've concentrated our growth hopes on one metric, which is gross domestic product.
Thank you very much for that short interview. That was very interesting. Thank you.
Okay.